Hello, hello, hello. It's Scrapping Like a Lady. How you guys doing today? I finally went to the mall and got my phone mount. So, I hope you guys won't be moving around because this one is very stationary. And let me tell you, this thing costs $37. And I know I could have got it cheaper off of Amazon or somewhere else, but this is the only one that really works for me. And I didn't want to get something and send it back. And I got that other one from Temu, and it was just gyrating and dropping. And I was like, okay, girl, go get the one you know is good. So I went and got it for you guys. But while I was there, I went to Barnes & Noble to get that Daphne Diary magazine, and it wasn't in. The new one wasn't in, so I couldn't get it. So I'm gonna call them before I go and pick it up. But my daughter had something made for me from Russia, and she was like, "Mom, it was delivered. You gotta open it." So I didn't want to have to wait and hear her mouth for a whole week, because you know I'm doing my stuff, my lives on Sunday at 1 o'clock, and so I said, let me go on and open this thing up, see what this child done sent her mommy. So it says Lisa Cooper, aka Mommy. That's so cute. My baby's so sweet. And she also sent me another gift this week, which I need to show you guys what she sent me. So I opened up a gift and I showed you guys, not a gift to myself, and showed you guys last week. And she was like, yeah, those don't look like you. So let's see what Kimberly has sent her mommy, y'all. Let's see. Lisa Cooper, aka Mommy, from Marika. I don't know how to say this name. I don't know if that's a Sirlesik. I don't know. I'll let you guys see it. It looks like that. Got a little love sticker on the back of it. Oh my God. Guys, look at this. It is all crocheted. It's a crocheted Alice. Oh my God, Kimberly, it is so cute. It's adorable. Even her bow is crocheted, you guys. Everything. Her little purse. Is that not the cutest? Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I absolutely love it, adore it, will have it forever. That's so cute. Oh, my baby. That's when y'all know you did a good job raising your children, honey, when your babies love on you. You know, that is so sweet. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't wait to show Miss Pam. She's gonna love it. Boy, what talent that person has. I mean, to crochet the hair and the... Look at all of that, guys. Oh, I am blown away. Blown away. I have to have a glorious day. Anyways, I was watching Gino. He's a preacher, a radical preacher, you guys. My daughter and her husband turned me on to him. And he was talking about racism. And I found it very fascinating because everyone's experience is different, correct? Here in these Americas. And you know, I talk to Caucasian white people and they're like, no, Lisa, that's not going on, you know? And I listen to Gino and he's like, yeah, when you go to the store, you hear aisle 13, da-da-da-da-da, you know, clean up in aisle 13. And there ain't no clean up in aisle 13. And then you see people suspiciously watching you, acting like they're shopping and everything like that, you know, and we know what's up, you know, and it's so funny how we being brown people, you know, can always, you know, notice when things are coming against us and they're like, oh, you're pulling a black card or whatever, and it's like, no, we're pointing out the obvious, you know. So I am a very blunt person, you know, and people that come to my facility know that I'm very blunt. I don't care if you're black, white, green, or purple. You are my sister. I love everybody. I just do. It's the way my grandmother raised me, my dad. I'm just a lover of people, you know. My white girlfriends, they kiss me right in these black lips. Right in these black lips, you know. In fact, I don't have any black girlfriends except Sabrina, I think, that actually kiss me, you know. But my white girlfriends be like, why? Because we, the people that are truly my friend, we don't see color, honey. We just don't. I'm gonna have to start kissing on Allison. She's my Chinese friend. I ain't gonna kiss Alan. He's a man. He can barely hug you good. But, and I ain't seen Alan in a minute, old turkey leg. But Alan makes a good dip. This like, it's like a ranch dip. I don't know, but it's so good. I just love it for my fresh vegetables, my cauliflower, and all of that kind of stuff like that. But anyways, I have all races: Mexican, white, you know, Chinese. I'm trying to think about all my friends. Black. I got them all. You know. I always joke on this channel saying, if you ain't got a black friend, girl, you better get yourself one, honey, because and if you black and you ain't got a white friend, you better get yourself one. Why? Because different people have different things to add to your life. You know what I'm saying? That's just the long and short of it. You know, black culture, we have our culture. White culture, they have their culture, honey. But when you merge cultures, you grow. You know, you grow. You become more than just a black woman. You become, in my opinion, an educated woman. Girl, you know I got to do my edges, honey, because they done grew out. And I'm looking like I got an afro about the front of my head, y'all. So, side note. It's my black side coming out, y'all. Anyways, well, I'm feeling really good today. On Tuesday, I was down, y'all. I tell you, having an autoimmune condition ain't no joke, honey. Because when you go down, whoo, you so tired you can barely hold your eyes open. But when you up, honey, you best to praise the Lord when you're up, because you don't know what kind of day you're gonna get. And you know, let me tell you how prejudiced I am. She wasn't really a friend. She was a person I knew, an acquaintance. And she had fibromyalgia. And she had days where she was just so lethargic and down, just, you know, and I was like, what is this thing? Thinking and talking out of my ignorance. Now here I is with an unseen condition that takes me all the way down. And I'm telling you how many times I think about her when I'm down. Like, gosh, I wish I would have supported you more when you felt like this, you know. It reminds me of when I had a real bad anxiety attack for a whole day, and it wore me down mentally and physically. And I prayed to the Lord. I was like, I can't do this. And I think about my sister suffering from that for years and not being able to understand it until it happened to me. And I thank God it did, because it made me stop being insensitive to other people who suffer from anxiety, you know, because I couldn't imagine having that. No. Yeah. I have a client who, in my opinion, or my old opinion, I would say she's a wackadoodle. You know, she is a wackadoodle. Now, don't get me wrong, I still got patients that are wackadoodles. Hell, we're all a wackadoodle here and there, you know, but to consistently be a person that is running on high negative energy is draining for everyone in that person's atmosphere. But being a black woman, going back to what I started talking about, I have a high endurance for wackadoodles because I am used to suffering, or not really suffering, but going through a lot. Oh, I thought my nail was cracked. I can't tell if it is or not. No. So she's lucky to have someone that can endure her craziness, because I can function in that environment. Whereas a person with a low tolerance to craziness, or being around wackadoodles or low energy or negative people, might not be able to function very well. I've got some patients who have no problems, in my opinion, except the ones they create. And yet they think the whole world is against them. And I'm like, you're perpetuating your own misery. The things that I've gone through in my life, and to remain a fairly stable person, would have just disintegrated other people, just, you know, crumbled their world. They wouldn't have been able to get back up and function, let alone high functioning. contributor to society. And I owe that to two things. I owe that to one, growing up in a spiritual family that was very connected to God. My grandmother, the greatest gift she ever gave us was passing down the love of God, And then the other reason that I feel that I'm able to withstand, the things that have happened to me and not let it adversely affect me. What is that noise? Is the fact that I had a lot of teaching from my dad and myself, self-help books and, videotapes and YouTube and everything else to keep me looking or flipping things to have a better outlook about the negative things that have happened to me in my life. Pam said, "Oh, the lottery is up, Lisa. It's $900 million. And I was like, I don't need 900. I just need a couple mil, And why? Because I'd like to pay off all of Willie's bills, or our bills, but they're really his, and give him an easy life. And when you care for somebody, that's what you want. You want to give them an easier life. And Pam was like, "Oh, I'm probably not gonna win." And I was like, stop. How you gonna spill some negativity and curse our situation, And so I had to teach her what the Word of God says about watching your words, You can curse yourself. You can curse others with your words. So this morning when she called me, she was like, "I got our winning tickets. And I told the little girl at the shop, if I win, I'm going to come back here and bring you some money." I was like, "I know that's right." She was like, "'Cause she's a student. She's going to school." And I know she absolutely would do exactly what she said. You want to talk about a person of integrity? Pam. She has a lot of integrity. Like nobody I know. Yeah. She's very judgmental, like most people are. But I will say that she's come a very, very long way. In changing her negative views. And that's all who you hang around. You can't be around me and be all negative. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be around that. That who wants all of that, Some people don't even realize how negative they are. Don't get me wrong. Everybody can be negative, myself included. But I'm talking about, what I'm talking about. The people who barely have anything good to say out of their mouth unless they're cutting somebody down or unless they're feeling down or acting like the world is against them. That just ain't cool. Shake yourself out of your misery. Don't nobody wants to be around you. They don't. I'm here to tell you, being prejudiced is negative. That means you're thinking down or bad about another race. When I say white people act this way and black people act this way and da-da-da-da-da, I'm not saying it to be negative. I'm saying it because it's a true fact, you know? It's a true fact. Everybody, we have cultural differences. It is what it is. And we can learn from each other to appreciate the differences. I'm about to get my little ugly self up in here and make a difference. Why? Because that's what I do,